What up gamers? Before I get into this, all the information in this video has been taken from Atrioc's Twitch and YouTube, so hopefully that means everything's correct. The video will be split up into two sections, before his streaming career and during his stream career. If you do enjoy the video, consider checking out my Twitch stream below, and with that out of the way, enjoy the video. Long ago, in the year 1991, in a small town in the US of A, Brandon world record Ewing was born. He was a prodigy from the day he came into this world, as he grinded whatever game he could get his hands on. These were the first signs of the Sigma male grind set that he would later use to become a professional gamer. Throughout his youth, he travelled around the world following his father's work in the military. He was always the new kid around town, and this moulded him into a grussler at a young age. In 2009, Atrioc began his college education at ASU, where he studied marketing. During his education, he spent 8 months abroad in Korea to continue his studies and look into the world of esports, which was the industry he was most interested in pursuing. Atrioc also met Stans at ASU, where he was Atrioc's vice president in the ASU Esports Association. It was at ASU Esports where Atrioc claimed to be the mid laner and captain of the team, while Stans was just the measly bag boy. After graduating in 2013, Atrioc moved to LA to pursue a career in esports. He bounced around from freelance positions working for orgs such as Team Liquid and Machinima, doing several articles on League of Legends. After Atrioc had exhausted his money in LA, he was forced to move back home to Colorado with his parents. It was then when he landed the Twitch job in 2014, becoming employee 100 at the company. After 4 successful years at Twitch, where he moved his way up the corporate ladder, he decided to leave in 2018, where he took his talents to Nvidia, where he was named Global Marketing Manager for gaming products. He has since helped to create several notable ad campaigns at Nvidia, such as Frames Win Games, and The Greenout, which saw Atrioc do the classic Yoink and Twist on Chipotle's Blackout campaign from several years earlier. He still works at Nvidia today and expresses no intent to leave it for full-time streaming, as he stated he's happy with how things are working out right now. Atrioc officially started his streaming career on the 17th of August 2014, where he played a number of games against fellow Twitch staff. Although he didn't truly start the Twitch grind until around May 2020, where he began to consistently stream every day or so. In this era of his Twitch career, he would stream games with his friends Ludwig and Stans, as well as play random games such as Mario speedruns.
Okay, no one's up there.
Oh, he's just snoring. Suck my nuts, chat!
Undertale,
Oh, yes. There you are, darling.
and the famous Wikipedia speedruns.
Pottery rights! I got there! Fuck yeah, baby!
After building a solid core of viewers, Atrioc decided to start the infamous Paper Mario series. This is a series shrouded in mystery, as Atrioc only finished a portion of the game. But what arguably made this series as memorable as it was is the Play Paper Mario meme. After quitting the game after only a few streams of it, a movement began. Every day, every stream, Play Paper Mario would flood the chat. This would obviously make any man go insane, as it did with Atrioc. This portion of his stream life may not seem significant at first, but the Paper Mario saga was not one let go easily by the community, as this was one of the only times Atrioc did not finish the job with a game, as it was one of his most shameful moments as a streamer.
If you guys want to hear the Toad voice, you can watch me do Paper Mario, which I do every time without fail.
Atrioc then dipped his toe into the Among Us scene, where he played with streamers such as Clint Stevens, Mizkif, Daff, and Hassan. This introduced many in the Twitch community to Glizzy Hands Ewing and his incredible reads of the game, as well as getting a few YouTube videos out of the game and showcasing his personality to other streams. Atrioc had always shown a passion for marketing, so when he had the idea to combine his stream life and his work life, he created a beautiful segment on his stream that would both be entertaining and informative. This would be known as Marketing Monday / Targeting Tuesday. He used his marketing experience to teach his chat about ad campaigns, business insight, and explain marketing concepts. These streams would be some of his most enthralling, as he'd rank ads with chat, as well as explain business use, such as the console wars. These Marketing Mondays have been critically acclaimed by stars as big as Connor Eats Pants, who's a known Atrioc stan. The Fall Guys era was one that showed everyone the true grinding ability Atrioc possessed. Right from the beginning, he was absolute trash, let's be real. He got knocked out of every round the first time he played. But this isn't what defined him as a Fall Guys player. He grinded hard to be the best, stream after stream, but it still wasn't enough. So after Atrioc was invited to Twitch rivals to join Ludwig, Stans, and Connery's pants, he needed to put his game into another gear. His physical body wasn't enough to contain the power Atrioc would soon possess, so he transcended the earthly plane to become the Ghost. Hunter of crowns, and every Twitch rival opponent's worst nightmare. The Ghost had now played over 100 hours in 1 week to prepare for the tournament. The other competitors were not ready for the Ghost to burst onto the scene. He put the team on his back, except for the first round where he failed to qualify, but that doesn't matter, because they got their way into the top 5 consistently. But this is where it all went wrong for Team Ludwig. After the team was stiffed by RNG with round luck, they were eliminated from the tournament, just behind top 2, with Team Clint making it in by the skin of their teeth. This was a devastating loss for the Ghost, as it was him who was eliminated in the final round to throw the win. The team was devastated with the loss, and they all knew that they had lost fair and square. Or had they? After a Twitch rival scorer revealed that Clint's team had been given more points than they'd been owed, Team Ludwig were rightfully disappointed with the unfair result, but it ultimately gave them more motivation for the next week. As the next week rolled around and Atrioc and Team Ludwig, now with Coney instead of Connor, went to compete in this tournament, they were ready. With less RNG rules, the gang was sent to hunt for crowns. Atrioc acquired 3 out of 5 crowns won for the team, with another crown he heavily assisted on, putting the team on his back to drag them into the finals. Now, although the finals didn't go as planned, as they were knocked out by Team Angry Pug, the Ghost tournament would be defined by one quote.
The Ghost is a competitor, but he's not a fucking jealous one. He's not a petty one.
And with that, the Ghost returned to the shadows, ready to return if he was needed. The Monkey Ball saga was perhaps one of his most impressive feats yet, where he rose from a great Monkey Ball player to one of the best to ever do it, beating both Stans and Ludwig on his way to getting the ultimate challenge in Monkey Ball Gaiden, World 10. This legendary run is possibly the biggest accomplishment at the time on his Twitch channel, as he battled for 8 hours straight to overcome one of the hardest Monkey Ball worlds ever. But what makes this effort extra special is the album of sea shanties made around this run to keep him going. This album included timeless classics such as Built Differently.
There once was a man who was built differently. His name was History of Brandon Ewing.
Ludwig's finale.
There once was a man with a tiny cock who went by the name of Atrioc.
And of course, Roll My Monkey Ball Roll.
And so roll my monkey ball roll. Soon will the monkey ball roll.
His accomplishment just goes to show the true grind set that Big A possessed, and how he has the ability to prove the doubters wrong at every turn.
I did it! I did it! Yes! Yes! Oh, I could kiss you, Ludwig! Oh. Thank God. Thank God. Oh my God.
Bros vs Pros is a series created alongside friends Ludwig and Stans, where they team up to take on pros. In these streams, they will play against players such as Artosis in StarCraft, Rizzo in Rocket League, and Noah J in Call of Duty. These streams consisted of the trio teaming up against the pros, where they would, in theory, have strength in numbers against a far better player. This almost never worked, and just showed the viewers how good the pros are. Now, throughout his streaming life, Atrioc hasn't always been doing the most hype thing around, and needs to take some more chill days now and again. But just because it's not as hype as the rest of his content, doesn't mean it's any less entertaining, as he would use submissions to find funny, interesting, or entertaining videos to react to with the stream. This also morphed into Get Smarter Saturday, where he would look at videos that made the chat collective slightly more intelligent. Some of his most famous React Dandy content would have to be watching viewers' early YouTube channels, the tweets that made March, and the video essay that broke me. As well as React content, he also has long segments where he talks to chat about life, advice, and general news. These chats usually bring out the best in chat messages as everyone competes for Atrioc's attention. Another Just Chatting segment that Atrioc is yoinked is his Reddit recap, where he reviews memes and posts made for him to react and farm into quick and easy YouTube videos. Like this one right here. Hey chat, what's up? These Reddit recaps have also spawned 4 creators, and they go by S3K. Comprised of Psychic, Hudat950, Evan Gao, and Negneg, these 4 have all had their own time as well as time as a group to make content with the man himself. And although some may call them leeches, I call them good content. Atrioc had previously teased Hitman 3 in a video where he talked about upcoming games, where he ranked Hitman 3 as his second most anticipated game, just behind Halo Infinite. But I don't think anyone could have expected the level of grinding that was to come. When the game came out, he quickly finished the game, cruising through all levels, despite the hold up on the infamous train level. And that's what seemed like the end of Hitman for Atrioc. But of course, the grind set kicked in, and he instead decided he wanted to hunt for all those world records. But these wouldn't be any normal world records. With a character such as Atrioc, he decided to make it much harder on himself, and do everything in a clown costume, creating the second alter ego on his Twitch channel. He began with Paris, as he crafted a custom route to finish with a time of 1 minute and 27 seconds, to collect his first of many world records. But this wasn't big enough for Atrioc. He was hungry for something bigger and better to run. So he turned his attention to the category where he was tasked with running all 3 games back to back to back. Initially, he just ran it as a fun thing, try out some funny kills while still being pretty quick at the same time. But this changed when a new competitor stepped to the plate. This man was called Solder Q, and he took Atrioc's time of 3 hours 32 minutes to a whopping 42 minutes and 22 seconds, all played on Google Stadia. Yuck. Of course Atrioc wouldn't settle with that. He can't have someone else beating his time, so we went back to the drawing board and comprised a new plan. And this plan netted him a time of 41 minutes and 6 seconds. The new world record. After beating the games, he went on to start coaching Linkus, a Zelda speedrunner who he had previously collaborated with on a video where Linkus coached Atrioc on Breath of the Wild speedrunning. Little did Atrioc know, but he had just created his biggest competition, and Linkus would one day take Atrioc's record. He would continue to play elusive target missions for a while, but for now, the Killer Clown was the #1 dog in all of Hitman. Hollow Knight may have been a smaller part of his stream, but not any less important in my eyes, as it saw the awaited return of a mythical figure in Atrioc's community, the Ghost. Atrioc was required to call on all of his grind set powers to complete his Hollow Knight playthrough, beating the biggest boss of the game, the Radiance. And not only that, but he had beaten every single boss on Radiant difficulty, which means basically he didn't get hit at all. All this was revealed after he beat the Radiant. But I think what made Hollow Knight a legendary stream hero is the Reddit beef. It had all sparked with a reply by Reddit user Hrry, who accused Atrioc of cheating because he completed it all without Descending Dark, which the user claimed was essentially necessary to complete the feat. And do you want to take a wild guess how Atrioc responded to these allegations of foul play? Maybe with a corrective comment? Or even without giving the hate comment any airtime at all? No, of course not. Instead, he did the whole boss fight again just to prove him wrong. Along with this, a slam dunk of a comment. And that was how Atrioc ended his Hollow Knight playing experience. But like a phoenix from the ashes, when presented with a new Hitman challenge, Atrioc didn't hesitate to jump right into it. Linkus had dethroned Atrioc's speedrun for all 3 Hitman games after being tutored by him all those years ago. Linkus now held the world record at a time of 39 minutes and 38 seconds. But we all know how this story goes. Atrioc doesn't give up that easily. He's a grinder, a sigma, a true savant of the game, and he grinded train every single night before bed just to get into the training necessary to beat the record. And on the 24th of July, 2021, he got the world record after a long day of grinding attempts on stream, beating his previous time and Linkus to clinch the world record. Truly, the definition of a grinder. Bit of a funny aside here, just thought I'd, leave this in. While recording this video, obviously, Atrioc had the world record, but after, editing all of this, chopping it down and stuff, Linkus had, unfortunately got the record back, but, we'll act like the last part of the video was legitimate. I'm sure Big A will get the record back eventually. You know, they both need the content. Let's be honest. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I put a fair bit of effort into it, so if you could leave a like and maybe even follow my Twitch channel, that'd be much appreciated. To Atrioc, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for providing such great content throughout the last year. I know a lot of other people have experienced great times in your chat and on your YouTube videos, and I think it's just a testament to how great of a guy you are, and I truly hope that there's only great things coming for you in the future, but thank you, man. Truly. It's been a pleasure watching.